When someone at Gainsight owns one of these strategic accounts, knowing now that you have East and West, do they own the entire family tree
Yes.
across borders and whatnot? Or
Yeah.
yeah,
Someone contested occasionally, but
I bet.
So starting with the easy ones, companies which are like, there's no argument about where they're headquartered out of. Ownership starts at the top of the tree. And historically, that's also applied to customers. So if you have, let's say if you have a subsidiary that's a customer inside of a large sort of corporate tree, whoever owns that customer will actually end up owning the tree as well. So usually that's going to stay in our sort of field sales. Sometimes it moves into our customer account management organization. That's one of the things that's, I think, interesting, kind of transitioning, sort of looking into next year and thinking about our existing customer base, even more than our prospects, is how do we change that mix? But that's really the easy case. The harder case is where you don't have as good information about where headquarters is, or multiple data providers might not agree.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So one of the exercises that we have to do before we set territories for next year is actually get everyone to agree on headquarters for companies which are ostensibly headquartered in EMEA, but ZoomInfo might say they're in the US, LinkedIn might say they're in France, and what's true, right? Beyond that, we've actually seen come out as well. Is it headquarters that matters, or is it where your sort of target persona is located that matters? Which is a bit harder to do at scale, and people tend to move around, right? And who's to say, like, I'm in Boston, does that mean that if I'm the target persona, it should be in, sort of an enterprise East rep, when if the company's actually headquartered in California, right? Like, these are pretty fundamental questions that you're also new post-COVID to some degree.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right, because it's a lot easier to come visit you in person if your territory is out East.
That's right.
Given that, if the headquarters is out West.
But
okay.
Yeah, but generally speaking, and if it's a US headquartered company and they have subsidiary out somewhere in Europe, the US rep owns it.
Okay.
Now, arrangements can be made, exceptions can be made, but generally speaking, that's how it goes.